game is not capturing. There we go. Hello, hello. So I'm testing some new features. If you guys can hear me fine, I would appreciate some feedback. Camera a bit lower. Yo, Tony. How you doing? I tried to get Streamlabs to work, but I don't have this computer all the time, and I couldn't get it to work in the limited amount of time I have. So, this is life. Right. So today we're going to continue our adventure from last time. Oh. Game's hiccuping. Look at that. Oh. Oof. What happened to the performance?
That went well. Though I do wonder how Katsumi will react.
Right. By the way, Tony, since you're the only one here right now in chat, I tried to get Streamlabs to work. Unfortunately, I couldn't, which basically just means that I can only see the Twitch chat right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make do with talking with Twitch chat.
This will make our investigations easier, but there's a phrase. Poison chalice? Good luck, Sheriff.
If you wanna, like, get your mitts on the Twitch settings or the YouTube settings to do your magic, because I kind of started this in a hurry. Again, I was trying to get Streamlabs to work. What is with the performance? I have to close some stuff here. Yeah. No, it's the problem is I didn't have access to this computer the entire day. So the few bits of setup I could do, I had to do in a bit of a hurry. Yeah. The performance so crappy. Yeah, that be on. Should it? I think they should. No, this one. Ah, here we go. Because the quality settings got set to high. We'll have to go with medium. Hope that's okay. A bit more manageable. Right. So. Let's do, yeah, let's do that version. I mean, I'm not gonna say it will be easy to undo what happened to Jack. I'm not even sure it's something you can do, but we'll see.
Find a better spot.
Why's the performance so crappy? It was running so much better last time. Why did it decide? This? Let's go. Performance. Better. But yeah, when it comes to Jack's situation, it's simply like a result of the result of the result of the result of the result of decisions he's made in the past. So best we can do with Jack is try to, you know, survive. Oh. Right. So first things first, we just got appointed sheriff. So best we
See something new every day.
do our damnedest to make sure that we have the tools to survive the job. That starts by meeting prominent figures of different clans and seeing how they can help us. We were informed that we can unlock new powers. As a sheriff, we have power
hello.
over
And who do we have here?
the security of the city.
My name is Fire.
Welcome to our little sanctum. Do make yourself comfortable. I am Fletcher, and I have two rules. No sneakers, and if you must rip someone to pieces, do it outside. These are original floorboards, you understand. My prince has instructed me to help you recover your old skills. I am, of course, at your disposal.
So, really like Fletcher as a character. He's interesting. So if I remember correctly,
I need your knowledge of the Ventru bloodline.
Well, we cannot let the new prince down, can we?
right? So how we unlock these powers is this unlocks automatically once we unlock all of these four, and each of these fills one of our skill slots, and we unlock them by collecting these three blood types out in the open world. Coincidentally, this resource is the reason why starting as a Bruja, a Toreador, or a La Sombra gives you a big advantage in unlocking other powers, because La Sombra can trigger this blood type in anyone, Bruja can trigger this one, and Toreador can trigger this one. So yeah, very, very easy to unlock stuff if you're one of those three clans. If you're not, 5 ways though. Good to know this guy. Do you own this bar?
So, do you own this bar?
My dear Fire, this is more than a bar. This is a living piece of Seattle history. Built it up myself. Started out as a speakeasy in the old days. Back then we had a laundry service up front and the booze in the back. Now the booze is the front. Ha!
Funny joke.
What brings you to Seattle?
Oh, nothing. I'm a local boy, born and raised around here. Of course, things were different back then. Worse infrastructure, better music.
How do you fit in with the Camarilla?
They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. Truthfully, I have no interest in climbing the political ladder and ruling the city.
Alright, just checking the YouTube chat to see if we have anyone talking there. So, we want to stay on people's good side. So taking Fletcher at his word might be the best way to handle this. And of course, we are role-playing this character as an informed elder, so insulting someone upon first meeting them might not be the best way to eventually have them buy our bullshit if we need to lie to them, so...
You're content with this? You like your place here?
Oh, absolutely. This bar is my little kingdom, and people have learned my foibles. I stay on the court's good side with the occasional favor. Quid pro quo. Since I have you, I wanted to raise an environmental issue. I assume, like me, you've been outraged by the scrawls left on our civic architecture by the Anarchs. Since you're now part of Ryong's cleanup crew, I'd like them removed. The garish graffitos, erased, deleted. If you happen to do the same to their artists, then it's only what they deserve.
I think accepting this is fine. I don't see a problem in saying that we'll do it.
I would be happy to. Symbols have power.
Well, well. You're sharp, aren't you? The Anarchs believe they're staking a claim, and the more the scum believe it, the harder it is to scrape them off.
Very true. Now, important question. Are we romancing this man? I think there are more interesting options out there, but I'll take opinions from the crowd when it comes to that.
So Fletcher wants the town cleaned up. We found some of those Anarch signs already. We should look for more.
Right. That is our time in the Macom. Let's... Well, this one's close by. Let's meet the La Sombra. Maybe get some of the main story going as well.
Here's the glacier. Wonder if the old bird's watching from her penthouse window.
Not as grandiose of a building as the court for the prince, is it? Holy performance, Batman.
Now remember, if Lou's lips are moving, she's lying. But you handled her well enough before. Got your permission to roam. Let's see what she's after.
You gotta be the sheriff. I'm Onda, Lou's new security. Let's get a couple things straight. You may be my elder, but I report to Lou. And to the prince, not to you. I got one job, and that's to protect her by any means necessary. Ugh. Ryong wants us to help you kickstart your old powers. So if you need a little jolt of the Night Clan, you can come to me. I won't like it, but I'll do it.
So the Somber powers are very useful in this game, and I'll definitely be acquiring at least one of them, maybe two, depending on how we go. Let's learn a bit more about Onda.
When did your clan become welcome in the Camarilla cities? Before I slept, most La Sombra were firmly Sabbat.
They didn't sell sliced bread before you slept. It happened a few years back. The situation changed, and so did we. Well, some of us. Some are stubborn fools. Don't get it wrong, Nomad. We earned our place here. Earned it hard.
What brings you to Seattle?
This camarilla. World class. The old guard and the new. I have a talent for sniffing out opportunities. Always have.
Well, I think that the option here is very obvious, right? Same thing I said with Fletcher. We don't act rude. We put on a nice, friendly smile, and then we can betray them.
You mean opportunities to prove your loyalty to the Camarilla?
Of course. I know what they say about me and my clan. I need to prove I'm not a traitor. Besides, if I can get on Lou's good side, well, then there's a whole city at my fingertips.
Yes, she Onda, from what I get, is the type of she's the type of kindred to essentially treat herself like the opportunistic bottom feeder that really wants to climb. It's very uncharacteristic of most La Sombra, but it is something that happens especially within the Camarilla, at least in V20. In V5, because the clan sort of weaseled their way into the Camarilla a bit more, I see scenarios in where people like Onda might exist, but most would behave like they're almost Ventru, but a bit more socially Darwinistic. But yeah.
Will you tell me of your mortal life?
Nothing to hide, I guess. I was magnificent when I was young. A real machine. Swimming, a bit of track. Kickboxing was my favorite, especially outside the ring. One time, I took out this huge guy, like 3 times my size, because he'd been talking shit. Question mark kick right to the back of the neck. Dude hits the ground. Bam! 3 weeks in ICU. Never walked again. Since you're on the clock, Sheriff, I have business for you. A city is like a cookpot. This one's simmering. I've had word passed down on some of the troublemakers. Getting close to where we don't want them. I'm gonna deal with my share, but you could help me out.
So we'll definitely take that. Combat is something an Elder has no trouble with, so I don't see why not. And yes, unfortunately, La Sombra have a very easy time falling into the Venture with Shadows trope. You can get very creative with it if you want. Especially highlighting the difference between how they're raised as Childer. Even before they're embraced, La Sombra are put through essentially a test of will and, mental fortitude. If you break, you don't get embraced at all. Which means most La Sombra are very... well, they're social Darwinists. They tend to be very stubbornly willful compared to the Ventru, who usually are embraced from people who are already in positions of power. And that key difference usually can be what makes the two clans different, but, in V5, I think it falls more to a mechanical difference than one of personality.
Is there trouble I can deal with?
At least most of the time.
Yeah. Izzy's an older ghoul among the Anarchs. Got big ideas. She set up a den on top of the Goddard building. Can you deal with her?
I will find them.
Alright.
Have a good night.
So we have a skull to rip. Before we leave, let's have a chat with Lou. Because we want to be the go-to person whenever these powerful elders of the Camarilla need something. If we're useful, means they will rely on us, not just like us where we are. And the moment we have other people's reliance on us, that's when we can fuck them over. Let's do a bit of bootlicking. It's a bit inevitable. So.
I am here, as commanded.
Did I ask for you? I don't... Oh, yes. The gangrel. Do you know of the arrangement? That the court supply me with suitable meals? They sent me a gangrel lout to act as my gopher, to replace... the singing of reptiles in the pulse of the blood. The call of the sun as the dry seeds burn. The red that runs through unfertile soil. The wind that flays sinew from a heartstring. Can you hear it, Nomad?
The fuck? Got a bit Malkavian there. Let's... Till the moment we're gonna... the moment we talk, she snaps out of it, so... Just take the safe route. Test the waters before trying to get any information out of it.
Is everything all right?
We were talking of the gangrel.
Okay, I guess we'll drop the subject for now. For now.
The gangrel?
So yes, the arrangement. As I said, the court have sent me a new helper. A gangrel, calling herself Nyx. This is one of that little homunculus's japes, I'm sure of it. A gangrel, to fetch my food.
And this is a problem?
Her attempts have been little better than roadkill. She needs to be educated. Be a dear and have a chat with her, would you? Set her on the right path.
So, out of the bat, I have some thoughts about this. How does someone in a position, maybe not with a title that carries power, but in a position of power where everyone in the city, you know, walks on eggshells when they're around her, how does someone in this position resort to having someone else bring her meals? Because remember, she's a Ventru. To anyone else, this might be okay, but to a Ventru, this means they'll get information about what types of people she feeds on. Which is, well, a rather easy way to, you know, be able to take advantage of them. Let's learn a bit more about that
What
gangrel.
more can you tell me about this, Nyx?
I tune out most of her babble, but it is incessant. Despite my best efforts, I can tell you that never mind was better than rumors. Huh. And that the Idaho steelheads are having a good season. And that the gourmet coffee down the street smells over-extracted. But as for what I know about her, very little. She irritates me.
Pretty common for gangrels. They tend to be very upfront about things. She's on board with Spectrum. What do you mean on board with Spectrum?
I understand that Ventru tastes vary. What is your preference?
These days, I am particularly partial to the mourners. Those who are not too enervated, either in lust or anger. I find melancholia calms my dreams. It goes without saying that they should be for money. Like fine wine, the older the bloodline, the better. But flavor aside, they must look the part. How would I explain some piercing-ridden, tattoo-covered strumpet to the front desk? This is the Glacier Hotel. I have a reputation to uphold.
Let's stroke her. Let's stroke her ego.
I will make sure Nyx is educated.
If she's at her post, you'll find her in the foyer. If not, follow the smell of wet dog. Now, run along, dear. I'll see you again before you know it.
People shit too much on gangrels. Gangrels are cool. And they don't always need to be brainless.
But let's take a look.
In fact, the most interesting thing you can play as is a tech-savvy gangrel. Imagine the things you can do with animalism, a GoPro, and a very, very loyal rat.
There we are. The clan of the beast indeed.
Hey! Are you... Well, if it isn't the sheriff, the nomad, right? You've got a big reputation, but damn if you aren't a little thing.
And have some fucking respect. Let's be polite.
Good evening. I am pleased to meet a fellow wanderer.
What?
You and I have much in common. Travelers navigating a new territory.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be best buds. Want to sleep over at my place and we can braid each other's hair?
They tell me you have a problem.
It's simple. Or it should be. I'm supposed to catch mortals and bring it back to Lou, right? Fresh blood delivered to your door. But Lou won't eat anything I bring back. Picky brat. I can only stomach the moneyed and the mournful. What the fuck does that even mean? They all taste the same to me, like chicken nuggets on legs. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh? Stick them on a spoon and say, "Here comes the airplane"?
Okay, I'm guessing she's not very old. And yes, the animations are a bit cursed, but... Like I said in the last stream, we afford a bit of leeway to Bloodlines 2, because the development was cursed as shit. I'm here to test out how good the story is. So far, it's been okay. She is funny, but I'm guessing she's not very old. Because you don't approach some random elder, who you know is an elder. At least I think she knows, because we're the sheriff. It'd be rational for her to be informed that the sheriff's going to be involved. You don't just approach any elder and just, you know, expect to talk like that and not have the shit slapped out of you. This is a bit too overt. Maybe not. I mean, she's not that smart from what I see, so...
Tell me more about your service for Lou.
Honestly, something ain't right with her. And it's not just the fussy feeding. She won't leave her haven at all. But who the hell's she hiding from? She mutters to herself, stares at nothing. And the other day, she was laying out clothes for the grand tour. Listen, I know she's a big deal around here, but between you and me, girl is not playing with a full deck.
Okay, so if it's obvious to her, it's going to be obvious to other people who are even remotely close. I would imagine Onda would know, since Anda told us she is sort of this bodyguard figure for her. Let's learn a bit more about Nyx.
Where did you come from?
Not much to tell. Boise, baby. Born and bred. Had a good job, had a picket fence, and a yard fit for barbecuing. Until Daddy Gangrel shows up for little cuddle. And suddenly that yard is looking kinda small. But Gangrel life is nothing like how you live here. Kindred wasting eternity seeing who can be the sneakiest asshole.
Let's not put forward that we're suspicious of her motives.
We should deal with the task at hand. What do you need?
I'll take anything. I just need you to find me some blood donors Lou won't turn her damn nose up at. Grab me something with their scent. I don't know, a glove, a wallet, a used tissue, anything. Then I'll do the dirty work.
Dirty work indeed, Jesus. Yeah, I would imagine, given the language she uses and the things she told us about where she's from,
Find suitable mortals.
not as
to
exact.
bring back
She's not
something
exactly
present.
an
The
elder.
suitable part, now that's the kicker. The Ventru do make mealtime difficult, don't they?
Melancholy.
I don't carry any money with me.
Yeah, I think this works.
Perhaps I shall
Melancholy.
meet you
He's
again.
dressed nice.
Or one of my associates will.
Whatever. I just want to get some sleep before my morning stand-up.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the
exactly
first course.
what we need.
But Lou is particular. Wouldn't hurt to provide a few more options.
Let's see if we find another one.
Look, I'm having a bad night. Mind calling my assistant to schedule an actual meeting?
Hold on.
Perhaps I shall meet you again. Or one of my associates will.
What is it? I swear, I don't have anything, and my strong and tall boyfriend is meeting me here in a minute.
Good. Just one more should have us covered. Let's look around.
One more. Well dressed.
Is
Wonderful.
something wrong? What do you want?
Yeah, that works.
Yes. You will do nicely.
Look, I don't want any of whatever you're on. Thanks.
That is our feast found, I reckon.
Alright.
I'd say the doing's done. Best hightail it back to Nyx. Let her catch the scents before they fade.
Now let's go back to Nyx and have a chat.
Yo, you done yet?
I'm not super... I'm not such a big fan of the
So how'd it
sheriff
go?
basically doing menial duties like this, but hey, I suppose it's supposed to, you know, establish that Lou's an important player in the city. I think this might actually be the best option for this character to hear.
I have done my work as Lou's procurer. Here.
Yeah. I guess the Great Nomad sees
Guess
this
not.
as demeaning. Me? I'm just trying to win a bit of favor. Holy shit! So that's what she was talking about? Can you smell that? Those things Lou was saying, moneyed and mournful? This is what it smells like? Ah! Oh my god, thank you. I mean it. Starting off on the right foot round here means more to me than you know.
You seem under a lot of pressure. Why is this job so important to you?
Look, I'm not stupid. I know I'm the square peg in the round hole. I figure my best shot is to make friends in high places. Prove I'm useful because the useless fuck-ups don't get to stay.
To stay in the city?
Stay in one piece!
There is something here you are not telling me.
Ugh, don't worry about me, sweetie. There's nothing I can't handle. See ya.
I like Nyx. I just don't think I don't think she would do very well
Time. If Lou
if this
isn't
was
satisfied, we'll be sure to hear.
an actual tabletop game.
Now what'll it be?
At least run by me.
Sophia, Wake the Dead? Or the hole in the wall for Katsumi?
Right. So we do have a job to do. And this one's actually a bit more sheriff-like. We need to go kick some ass of some masquerade breachy motherfuckers. Get on the rooftop. The secret over there.
How to get home.
That'll please Fletcher.
Some of the anarch graffiti.
Keep it together.
Also, we are able to unlock our passive. Which is one of the best passives in this game. Every time we feed, now we get 2 blood points for one random ability instead of 1. There we go.
Help me!
Oh shit. Nice work.
Thirsty.
Forgot. The difficulty was up a bit.
Cut their fucking head off!
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, okay. Gotta get used to the combat in this game again. And I'm guessing I have a pretty good idea what the first power I'm gonna get is. First out of clan power, I mean. Come on, game. Don't freeze on me.
That dealt with Onda's troublemaker. Nice work.
Oh, so it's that? Yeah, okay.
I need to feed.
Okay, well, let us find some prey.
Kinda creepy out here.
Can find some on the way here. And Tony, if you're still watching, we're going to meet a character that inspired
What the fuck do you want, you gaudy fuck?
someone in the game you're in. And you'll recognize it pretty quickly, I think.
I shall make you scream until your throat shreds.
You think you're so perfect? I'll show you perfect.
Yeah. Come on, bitch. Let's see. Looted spot. Come on. City has eyes everywhere. Guess this will do.
What did I do to you?
Come on.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, here we go, choleric. Oh. Like the game's shitting itself a bit more than before.
Fucking cammies.
See some enemies over there. Yeah. Nope, not dealing with you. Fuck off. Whoa. There we go. You want to see something funny? See, I don't know if they fixed it with any recent updates, but this game only registers masquerade breaches if you break the masquerade long enough for people to notice. So if you land from, you know, a height that would kill most mortals, it doesn't actually breach the masquerade.
Bigger coat.
People see you.
Zdravej! Ah, I see we share a condition. I'm Nico. It's always a pleasure to meet a visitor. This is my shop. It is where the mortals come to make debts they cannot repay. Sometimes I feed on them, but mostly I enjoy their charming knickknacks. The prince has ordered us to help you reawaken some of your old powers. I do not respond well to orders, but she asked nicely, so I consider it more of a favor. I will help you if I can.
So, Tony, if you're watching, this should sound pretty familiar. Though the attitude is very different between the characters. They would not get along. Let's say that.
Tell me about your relationship with the Camarilla.
Well, I report to no one, but I sometimes help them as I can. I source items the prince needs, keep my ears open for what's happening in the city. And sometimes I help bring a reckoning to those that deserve it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna like being called an assassin.
So you avenge on behalf of the Camarilla?
Only if I agree with their judgment. Then I'm honored to do it.
You have an impressive collection of items. Are they all brought in by mortals?
Some, yes. Some are souvenirs I collect myself. See that vase over there, for example. It belonged to a man who promised to visit his sick mother, and did not. So I ripped out his spleen. Some people really do not know how to behave.
Bit extreme.
Do you know a kindred named Fabian?
Oh, interesting.
But of course. I haven't seen him around in a while, but he's a good guy. He once asked me to help find the lost possessions of a chimiche he was desperately attempting to woo.
Perhaps we've heard enough.
I had a thought. It is often the case that I find stories of people who have transgressed. I bring them to justice when I can. But this is an unjust city, and there is only so much time. Perhaps you share these views. You could aid me if you choose.
So, Fabian has the same inklings as Iris, apparently. Iris being a character in our other game. But yeah. Fabian tried to romance Tsumitsu. That's kind of funny.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I do have something. This wristwatch comes from Jonathan. Jonathan killed his brother over a matter of money. He still takes money with violence. His cologne is cheap. You should find him easily.
I have the scent. I hope your night is pleasant.
Alright. So, now we have an assassination mission, basically. Okay. That's cool. That's fucking dope. Corridor,
Hey,
I'm
new
guessing.
kid, take a look. Drink it in. This is my magnum opus. At least it will be. It's kind of a work in progress. I think the color balance is off. Maybe it needs another femur? Name's Patience, by the way. Don't make a joke, I already heard it. So the in crowd at the court say we've got to help you wake up some of your old strength. Even if it takes me away from my work. I'm not enough of a dumbass to go against them. So let me know whenever you'd like to refresh some memories.
How do the Toreador fare in Seattle?
I don't know. Same as anywhere else, probably? Maybe if I added more yellow to the foreground.
What is this piece you are making?
I use almost entirely found objects. Items from the shop, stuff I find outside, old crockery, lost coins, roadkill, the usual. You get what it's about, right?
Well, I would guess. I would guess since she uses roadkill and what looks like human bones. Mortality? I guess.
Of course. Your art is about the fleeting nature of mortality.
Exactly. You can take something like a shitty souvenir cup that's outlived its owner by 12 years already. 12 years! All their thoughts, their dreams, their guts are gone. Their kids are already forgetting them and the worms are eating their hair. But that $2 plastic cup's still good as new. Kind of beautiful, huh?
Good view of the world.
Tell me more about this place. Is it your studio? Perhaps your haven?
Yeah. Maybe it needs more viscera? But dried or wet? Oh, hey, since you're here, for this piece I'm making, I found this cool-looking cross thing. There's something about it, a resonance, you know? You find any more, I could really use them. Flesh this thing out. I'll need a bunch.
Sure.
I would be pleased to help, if I can.
Hey, that would be so great. I guess 9 or 10 should do it. Really make old boneheads sing.
So, I am very excited about this one because the crosses are something that shows up every time we investigate the story a bit more. So I'm expecting some interesting reward later if we get all of them.
Will you help reawaken my Toreador skills?
Let's give it a shot and see what happens.
So, one of the options we have to start with when unlocking powers, I'm considering either getting Beacon here, or I believe it's called Air, or no, it's called Glimpse of Oblivion from the La Sombra, because these two are the ones that hurt the most to unlock. Well, not hurt the most to unlock. They help us harvest the type of blood that's, most painful to harvest. So I'm thinking we'll go for the La Sombra one
I
first.
have enjoyed our time. I will see you again.
It's also pretty useful in combat, making someone scared as hell. Sent. Do I have to have the quest selected? Yes, I do. There we go.
Dead around here tonight.
So this is one of the things I think Bloodlines 2 could do a bit better, is the side quests. Some of them are, pretty good, but the main ones are going to be repeating.
Maybe
Or exactly that.
Wake the dead?
Repeating.
I'll bet Sophia's there, buried by a pile of books.
I'm not a big fan of Radiant quests.
No, I don't want the balance.
So that's one thing I think Bloodlines 2 could do much, much better. But hey. I think, yeah, that's our guy.
Fucking cops think they own the place.
Oh, okay, so we can't even talk to him. We can only attack. Maybe we can bait him. Yeah, we can't talk to him. We can only feed or execute him, which I'm not doing in public. Okay.
Never left LA.
Hey, don't you want to come down this alleyway?
Give me your money.
Oh.
Don't get hurt.
Yeah, that works. Come on, bitch.
Miracle, I don't... Praise
Problem solved.
That's Nico's target dealt with. We should let him know.
Also take some blood here.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with tonight.
Thankfully, corpses don't talk, so this is not a masquerade breach. By the way, can you guys hear me fine? Is the audio okay?
I reckon our science gal will be pleased to see you.
Almost all of them.
Shall we introduce ourselves? You may call me Mrs. Thorne. I already know who you are. A word of advice. There is a protocol to things around here, my dear. One must conduct oneself with proper decorum if one doesn't want to get fucked over. Weaver Tower have informed us that we must help you awaken your old powers. It's a worthy principle, and an interesting experiment, no doubt. There's no skill I could presume to awake in an elder of my own clan, however. But I'm interested to observe how you get on. Do feel free to drop by for a chat any time you like.
Oh, Mrs. Thorne is one of the most interesting characters to build rep with in this game, actually. It's also one of the funniest romance options, I'll say that.
What is your role here?
Well, I run a flea circus, which is really just a front for my secret human butchery service. And in my spare time, I like to build tiny castles out of the teeth of my victims.
Excuse me?
I run this shop and answer stupid questions.
Rude.
How long have you been in Seattle?
Oh, a long time. I arrived here to extract certain disciplines from a mortal cult, and we had a satisfactory exchange of ideas. It was the time of Theosophy and the New Thought, all utter claptrap, but it did sell a lot of books. I saw a market opportunity. My home country being out of bounds to me at that time. Some people do overreact to the smallest of transgressions.
Yeah, good to learn some stuff about our clan here.
Tell me more about the Tremere of Seattle.
You'll find us more organized than other clans. At least, those of us that honor the old ways. Knowing one's place, observing the proper order of things, deference to superiors. That's the real secret to longevity. That and wielding enough blood sorcery to turn your enemy's innards to outards, of course.
We'll, bootlick a bit.
And so you have earned the respect of the Camarilla.
Quite. I defer to the judgment of the hierarchy when necessary. But I take no shit. Now, dearie, since you're crisscrossing our streets so regularly, in the efforts of furthering our clan's interests, I wonder if you'd run a few errands for me. Nothing taxing. A package here, parcel there. It's so hard to find good help.
Yeah, that's pretty easy work.
You have something for me to do?
Something very
Not sheriff work, though.
I have a small
Unfortunately.
package here.
Okay.
If you'll deliver it to Miss Pierce, you'll find her on the ground floor of Weaver Tower. The sooner the better.
I will see it done.
All right.
Enjoy your night.
We have made contact with our filthy usurper brethren,
I mean,
of which there is one. Oh, two, I guess.
Nomad, Sheriff, you here? I'm so... After all the stories, I mean... it's a privilege. Truly.
I say we continue leading her on, because she's useful.
I'm curious. What have you heard about me?
Everything. Of what is written, anyway. Who knows if it's even true? But, I mean...
Oh?
There is... one thing. I hate to impose, and on you of all kindred. But...
You may speak plainly.
Thank you. During the attack, some of the Anarchs, they took hostages. People dear to me. Mortals I'd given my blood.
You want me to find your ghouls? Your retainers?
You stood your ground with the Anarchs before. You brought Benny back. I know this is another group, that the Anarchs are in splinters, but I know you could do this. My assistants, they worked in Weaver Tower. If I have them back, it will be easier for me to help you. To research, I mean. It's just that they'll deal with my usual work, and I'll be able to focus.
That's something we can do.
The Anarchs who stormed the tower. The ones who took your retainers. Katsumi's people?
I don't think so. The Anarchs... There are so many factions. But Katsumi... She has reason to keep her head low.
I will find your retainers. But this conversation is not over.
That's... a relief. Oh, you can't know how much. I'll begin my research at once. Just knowing you will search for them. Knowing they're safe.
Where should I look?
There's an Anarch gang operating from a loading bay near the parking garage. I think it's the same group.
Then I will begin there.
Well, actually, my camera is on top of the mission objective on the stream.
Small world.
How so?
This parking garage you mentioned. It's not far from where we first met, so to speak.
Alright. We have two things to
Sophia
do.
was really taken with those
Before we
goals,
pack
sounds
in.
like.
Yeah, we have to get those ghouls back, and afterwards we have a package to pick up somewhere. But I guess the game doesn't want us to do that right
people
now.
helping her. Campbell called them her pets. I can kind of see that.
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
Set up here. Right. Keep secret.
Jesus, it's cold tonight.
Get a way to climb where no one sees me. There we go.
I wonder what Fletcher's really got against these things. Remember, these aren't Katsumi's Anarchs. They want to fight. Masquerade be damned. Careful.
Alright.
I need to wash my hands now.
Let's just get this done.
First things first, that guy is probably the most dangerous.
The Tremere ones give me the creeps. It's all that blood magic stuff.
Let's put a blood
Don't
curse
get
on them.
started. You're Can we kill it?
There we go.
Can't be much longer before I get bit, right?
Did just a little hop, I guess. Got all of them? Think so.
Please, let me go! Please, I beg! Ah!
You are free to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please, you must rescue the others. They dragged them away with talk of some anti-Camarilla plot in another city. They took them towards the subway station.
get a secret before we go.
Anti-Camarilla plot, huh? Sounds like a lot of effort to drag them off like that.
Wait. Right. Get all the secrets.
Whoa. That ain't right.
You saw nothing. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Anyone who wanted to read can pause there. I can get someone to beat on. Or chase someone down, but other options. Oh, angry. Good.
You think your pretty face makes you better than me or something?
Yes, it does.
I can make you hurt like nobody else.
You're gonna be real ugly when I'm done with you.
Come on, then. That gives us our abilities charged. Now we can go after the second goal. I guess not.
Here. You must be nefarious.
Sophia sent me. It is over. You can go home.
She did? I knew she wouldn't forget us. Please accept her gratitude. You have found the others? We were separated.
I shall continue looking.
Thank you. They must be nearby.
We don't have our fourth ability, which is basically the big nuke. We have to try and make do with what we got. There we go. Something to throw.
Only a matter of time.
Actually. Go.
Something there.
There you go.
Miss Sophia will be most displeased.
You are Sophia's people, yes? You are safe now.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your assistance.
Now, I do like a touch of courtesy.
But please, my colleagues.
They are safe.
Oh, I cannot thank you enough. I must go. Miss Sophia will be frantic.
So the Anarchs are shaking down Sophia's researchers for intel on the court.
And taking them to New York?
New York has a heavy Tremere presence. The Chantry of the Five Boroughs. Figure they thought they'd make a quick buck. Recommend the lot. Sophia would.
Okay, I guess Fabian just decided to stop talking. Alright. What do we need for... So we need fear and anger. We already got all the anger we need. Need a bit more fear. Plenty of fear, actually. Alright. I guess we'll skip that meal. Just start heading back after the secret. No one saw anything. I'm not awful at parkour. You are.
Sheriff, you're back.
I was growing rather accustomed to your doting attentions. Do you not know your retainers walk free? Or does something else trouble you?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I am. It's just... When I spoke with them, I realized... Piotr... He was not with them.
Piotr?
My most dear... He had been with me for so long, and he... I mean, he was useful to me. Maria told me. When they took him, he died in the street to Anarch enthusiasm. You couldn't have helped. But still.
I mean, I'm Sabat coded as shit when it comes to being a player of BTM, so I know what I would say, naturally, or like what my impulse would say, but she's useful, and I want to make sure we stay on her good side, so...
You cared for him. That is... unusual. I am sorry. I know that is not much comfort.
I have never been good at... loss. Will you... stay with me? Talk to me? Distract me, perhaps?
Actually, I'm curious about this.
How would you like to hear about the Nomad? Something you won't have learned from dry histories.
Truly? Yes! Yes, of course! There's so much I've wanted to ask. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps... well, the start? Before there was the Nomad, who were you?
Ooh. Okay, so we get clan-specific answers. That's cool. I think, given the type of elder we're trying to play as, you know, the former Savat premier runaway who has done some awful shit, but got defected from the Sabbat way too early to know anything in detail about the sect, other than the stereotypes. I think... I think a Tremere from the Sabbat would scalp knowledge pretty fast. Make sure the Camarilla can't get at it. So I think the justification makes sense. Though this one might actually be better for sort of a shovelhead background, but I'll say we were scalped.
I was court astrologer. The Sultan would wish to know how many pups his bitch would bear by the alignments of the planets. If I answered 5 and she birthed 3, I would be out of a job. And ahead. Luckily, I was good at it.
So your embrace, your sire, forgive me, the histories, I never quite learned. Would I know of them?
Probably not. Probably we would have killed them on our way out, because I don't think Tremere would have escaped the Sabbat if their sire was alive. Way too easy for Sabbat to create ways of tracking their child, or if they know any amount of blood magic.
They rest now. That is all you need know.
I see. One more thing. I always wondered. The records say you left Constantinople in 1633, but that was the year of the Chibali fire, which burned 1/5 of the city. It said the kindred, they...
Roasted in their havens, yes. I still recall the smell.
You know, it happened here too once. A great fire. The same smell of... Never mind.
No, finish your thoughts.
That great fire in Seattle. What more can you tell me of it?
1889. Started by an overturned glue pot. If you believe the records. But I've always thought it interesting. So much was destroyed that day, yet not a single life was lost. No mortal life, at least. But so many rats. Lucky for us that Lou was there.
So I'm guessing Lou caused the fire to get rid of a bunch of Nosferatu, if I had to guess. Or at least a bunch of animal spies. If we're to take the rats literal. Like the rat saying as a literal thing. Learn a bit about Tully.
Can you tell me more of the Nosferatu, Tully?
Tully's just... Tully. Perhaps that makes me naive, but I trust him. He was Campbell's eyes and ears before he was Ryong's, dealing with, well, you know, secrets. I've known him for, what, 30 years now? And before that, well, he mentioned San Francisco once in passing. Then he got quiet, like he never does, and he... I don't think he's mentioned it since.
What about the prince and the prince's sire?
Lou and Prince Ryong. Tell me more of them.
I'm not sure... I mean, I've already... How do I say this? I think Ryong could make a good prince. I mean, she is a good prince. And Lou is basically a hermit. But if I didn't know better, and if I have your confidence, I'd say that Ryong would be prince in name alone. I wish it weren't the case, but here we are.
Does make sense. You don't abdicate a throne just like that. Oh, also, hello. I believe that's Mark, right? Yeah. So general update here. I'm going to swap over to the YouTube chat. For anyone who hasn't heard, I tried to set up an overlay. Hi, Mark. I tried to set up an overlay so I could read chat at the same time as I play the game. Unfortunately, I have to use my phone because I didn't manage to get it to work on time. I didn't have access to this computer the entire time. So I only have access to one of the chats, either Twitch or YouTube, at a time. So I'm going to be reading the YouTube one now because it seems to be more active. Alright. Let's see.
Did you have many dealings with
Previous
Prince
prince.
Campbell?
Of course. He ruled for decades. Not so much directly. I mean, I didn't know him. He liked to think he was in charge, that things were his way. But this city never really changes. Here, it is always Lou's will. It doesn't matter who holds the title. Tolly found Campbell, laid out in Pioneer Square, decapitated. We thought anarchs at first, but for the anarchs to destroy him, it makes no sense.
By the way, since we have Mark and Tony in the chat, if I recall correctly, you guys did play together, right? Your play, like your time in our sessions overlapped, right? Work, damn it. There we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, since both of you are active in the chat, I'm going to leave the decision of who I romance out of the options I got. I'm going to leave that decision to you guys. So, yeah. Basically, any of the clans present in the Camarilla is an option. I think the only one... No, all of them are. So, La Sombra, Banu Hakim, Tremere... Yeah, so, La Sombra, Banu Hakim, Tremere, Toreador, Ventru. Are those all of them?
You know much about me.
Oh, you want me
It's
to
only
romance
fair I should know of you.
the Tremere hag?
Me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long now. But the pyramid is gone, and Mrs. Thorne, well, she says she sees no point in advancing me. She also says I lack proper grace and decorum, so I study. And I try to help. And that's enough. Aside from that, I'm just Sophia. The most, that's all I've ever been.
Bootlicking and manipulation is always a good option, so...
It was pleasant to talk, but I must leave. But I will return. Until then, see what you can learn about this mark.
I will.
So, I really wish Fabian was an option, but unfortunately he is not. Right? So, what we can do, we can romance Toreador, which is that artist in the back room of the Banu Hakim's shop. We can romance the Bruja, which is the most, you know... Oh, hold on. Hey, Lily. Yes, obviously. Specifically, I think the votes are going for a Tremere old lady. So, sorry, baby, but the old lady who takes blowing one's back way too literally. Yeah, that's But yeah, our options are Toreador Street Artist, Bruja Biker, what is this? Yeah, that's Banu Hakim. So that would be Nico, the assassin, but he doesn't like to be called assassin. The old Tremere lady. The bar, not bartender, the owner of the bar near Lou's place, who is Ventru, and Onda, the La Sombra. Oh, I'm sorry, don't divorce me, please. It's just a game. But yeah, those are our options. You can pick one, you can pick multiple, because this game allows you to romance all of them if you play your cards right.
It's always a shame when you lose an old hound, if you take my meaning. But she'll honor your agreement. If anything, she'll be hankering for distraction. Just
discount Iris.
You did all you could. Reckon you'll find Katsumi at the hole in the wall.
Who the hell would discount Iris be? I think the only discount Iris in this game would be Fabian, and he's not a romance option. By the way, Lily, if you turn your eyes to the screen for a moment, this character should remind you of someone in our game.
Come in, stay a while. It is good to get out of the snow.
Jonathan has no more need for money then? Good.
Oh, I have some elixir you might make use of. There is no trade in it for me.
So,
I look forward to speaking to you again.
there is only one thing that's bad about romancing people on stream in this game, and that's the fact that at some point there is a romance scene, and we don't see anything, but we do get audio. And it is very, very traumatizing hearing the audio for the old lady. Though it's funny as hell. Especially because the voice actress for that Tremere lady is the same voice actress for Sienna from Vermintide. So that just puts all sorts of images in my head. And
This, dude. Fucking die! You're gonna pay for that!
Nope. Whoops. Hope that didn't fuck up the stream. Can you guys see the stream okay? I misclicked. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I won't do it. I'm leaving it up to vote, so if you guys decide that I romance no one, I romance no one. Did I miss a secret? I wasn't thinking, so. Secret. Secret, secret. Give me the secret. Secret? Secret?
Shit's going bump in the night.
Down there, I guess.
Probably nothing. I need.
Oh, no, you don't. Shit! Secret, please. Over there. Yeah, secret. Though I desperately need to feed because I'm kind of dying. Oh, that'll do. We just not break the masquerade by doing a very masquerade breachy thing.
This is like a dream come true.
Yeah, follow me, pervert. Let's go.
I'm gonna make you feel so good. You look bad.
What the fuck was that goofy laugh? Okay, apparently I've seduced Goofy as a meal. The fuck? I am totally into you. Oh, yo.
I feel so warm right now.
Okay, come on. Into the alleyway. When we play more of the story,
Spare a dollar?
well, let's say
appreciate
that
some
you
help.
can technically, yes, you can technically romance Safia. But I think it's a bit inevitable because she does not ask for your consent to do that. Plus, there is some lore implications with it. I mean, I know this place is like described like as if it's a shithole, but it looks cool. Not the type of place I like to hang out in, mind you, but I like the music and the club looks fucking badass. Right, so this is the Bruja romance option. And it is aggressively homosexual if you play this as
not
a
many
man.
unknowns come strolling in here so boldly, especially amongst the heartbeat challenged. Don't worry, they won't give you any trouble. Not in here. Not without my say-so. Name's Silky. This is my place. These are my people. Ryong sent the word round that some of us should offer help to our new sheriff. Help you find your way back to some of the power you used to have. I'm an old hand at a few things. Reckon I can give you what you need. You just have to ask.
So this guy is actually a really complex character, and I like how he both fits and breaks the Bruja stereotype of like the rebel, because he is, even though you don't realize it at first, because, you know, muscly biker dude must be a meathead. He's actually a great way to look at what a warrior poet looks like, but at the same time, he does fit a bit the rebel stereotype in some other ways. Let's talk to him and you'll see what I mean.
Are you from Seattle?
Oh no, I've only been here since the 80s. Came for the grunge scene, stayed for the scenery. Though I must admit, the scenery doesn't hook so deep when you can only go out at night.
Tell me about the Dutchman.
Cozy little spot, isn't it? Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. I named it for an old lover.
Indeed.
He was Dutch.
So, here's the thing. The man loves coming up with poetry, but our character canonically is not very good at it, apparently. So if we act like this, we actually get better rep with him.
One lover is much like the next.
Really? I find each is a different flower. From a distance, same petals and colors, but look up close. You've myriad unique pleasures. Still, ain't no use dwelling on the past when the future's right in front of you, is there?
But technically, you can tattoo yourself as a vampire. It's just that it's basically damage that you need to will yourself to heal. So while you can, get a bunch of tattoos, the moment you attempt to heal, those tattoos begin disappearing. Or at least you'll bleed the ink out, I guess. But, I mean, if tattoos qualify as that, then you might argue that vampires can't cut their hair either, because the hair will just grow back the moment you heal. Because vampire healing isn't really healing. You're spending blood to revert yourself to the state you were in when you got embraced. If you ever wonder why, if you have tattoos, they stay after your embrace, that's why. And if the question comes up in your mind of why don't we see a bunch of vampires with permanent damage if they were embraced near death, well, we do, but usually it's not as prevalent because naturally humans will use up vampire blood when they consume it to heal faster. So during the embrace they actually heal up as much as they possibly can as a human and then become a vampire. So yeah.
Tell me about the Bruja in Seattle.
Same as many cities. Far too many opinions to share a vision. And of course, most Bruja aren't too fond of the Camarilla. Starving ferrets in a sack. That's how we were, that's how we are. But someone put me forward to speak for them, and here I stand, for now.
Okay. So, our last option for
I am not as potent as
powers
I
we
once
can
was.
unlock
Lend me your aid.
to speed
Sure
up
thing. Let's talk about it.
leveling is this one here, Taunt. Which literally we flip the bird towards an enemy and they charge at us. Thing is, you can use this on civvies, and it doesn't break the masquerade if anyone sees you, unless someone sees you while you're using it. It's not a masquerade breach, so you can make civvies run at you into an alleyway and feed on them. That said, I think this one is the least useful, because angry mortals are the easiest ones to bait into an alleyway, because they'll run after you. Seduced mortals will just walk after you, which makes it take far longer, so, pain in the ass. And mortals who are terrified of you will, well, obviously run away from you, which makes them really difficult to feed on. Yeah.
I will see you another time.
Okay. So we've met all the potential teachers. Let's do this last
Definitely worth checking in on Katsumi. She
mission,
has
then
eyes
we'll
and
take a
ears
bit of
all
a break.
Figuratively, obviously.
And then we'll do the following night. Let me tag this guy. By the way, one of the funniest things you can do in this game is use the Toreador Like the... Oh, what's the name? I think it's, Let me double check. I'm drawing a blank here. Yeah, beckon. That's one. So if you use beckon, the Toreador power, that allows you to, like, make someone instantly
Hey, you
want
can't
to
prove
be
anything.
around you and follow you anywhere. If you use it on someone who is in the middle of making out with someone else,
Police!
the person who they were making out with gets really, really confused. It's very funny.
Help! Someone help!
Come on, run into an alleyway. God, this is why I hate these guys.
Help! Someone, please help!
Alleyway? Please? Next to the fucking cop. Alleyway. My fucking god. Just gonna run down the street, aren't you? Into the beach. Oh, alleyway? Yeah. Please, 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 please. Yes. Good. So beckon in this game, it's not quite like awe. Awe would be more of a social lubricant, while this would be more like the third dot in Presence, at least the V20 third dot, which is, I think it's called entrancement, or it's something like that. It basically makes someone obsessed with you. And beckon in this game does about the same thing. It's not a one-to-one, but it's close enough. I was promised a secret. Where is it? Better secret. Yeah, that is. Keep. Keep. There we go. Yeah, it would be closer to entrancement if you were to translate it to a V20 power. You could say that the La Sombra one, Glimpse of Oblivion, it translates best to Presence 2.
Place. Worth checking in.
Dread Gaze. And the... I guess the Bruja one would be the closest one
over the whole Benny
to
thing.
Awe. But it's not... Again, it's not a one-to-one. Actually, closest comparison would be the Malkavian Fourth
Well,
Dot.
if it ain't the new
Obviously, it's not it.
sheriff in town. Come to see little old me? Didn't expect this. Figured that once you got back to the prince, that'd be the end of it. But as it happens, I might have something for you.
So we're sheriff. Obviously, immediately the Anarchs are not seeing us in the most favorable light. Let's try and be diplomatic because I want the opening to manipulate this bitch if I have to.
I want your perspective. We both know the court cannot see the whole city.
Oh, they see it.
You just choose to ignore the ugly parts. Let's cut through the bullshit. I could use your help. Campbell, I hated his ass, but we made it work. Him losing his head means some other fuckseed has time to riot. They'll be brought down, there's no escaping it. But I don't want mine burned in the fire. You understand how it works here, right? Seattle is special.
What do you mean by that?
From here to Atlanta, Thin Bloods are hunted down, staked, burned to ash, because their sires can't sheathe their teeth. The trash of the streets. It's not a fucking choice, it's a state of being. In Seattle, we had a truce. A haven. Or I thought we had. It's fraying fucking thin. I need you to shut down some masquerade breakers before it becomes a bonfire. Sheriff.
Oh, hell yes. I'm not gonna question her giving me basically my homework done for me. When an anarch is stupid enough to inform you of what you need to know to do your job better and freely tells you, go kill these anarchs, please, I'm just gonna take it.
Tell me who and where.
Straight to it, huh? Look, I was a surgeon way back. To save a patient, you gotta make a cut. Sometimes it's on me to spot the dead meat, and sometimes, yeah, I'd give that word to the sheriff. Same still applies. You ready to step up? Be my scalpel?
I am no one's implement, but an ally? Someone to consult from time to time, perhaps.
Haven't had one of those in a while. I'll think about it.
She probably won't like this. Lying to her face and saying it's for her might be the better call. I don't think there's much of a difference here, apart from like, let's lick some more boots, I guess.
I will do this for you.
The more people think
This'll help
we
my
are on their
problems
side, the better.
And make you look good with your new boss. See what talking can do for us? You'll find what you're looking for somewhere near St. Stephen's Church. Just keep your eyes open.
Yeah, so the only thing I'd be watchful for in this situation is this.
Never thought Katsumi would turn the gun on her own folk, but here we are.
I think we're powerful enough not to worry too much about losing a fight, so... I mean, in all reality, what I would do if I was in this elder's position is get some mortals to check out the area first.
I don't...
Because if someone's getting killed, it's not me. But, you know, not an option in this game, so... Eat shit, you blind fucks.
We're getting close. Keep an eye out for Katsumi's troublemakers. Maybe listen in. See if we can find out what they're up to.
Secret. Gimme. Alright.
Bet it was nothing. But still.
Have any gunners?
Hey, is Richie still at the park? He's missing all the fun.
The park, huh?
Oh, we're on a time limit. Fuck.
Oh, I almost feel sorry for him.
Stay back, you psycho!
Oops. Someone saw me. Too bad. Where's the last one? Where the fuck is the last one? Do you?
You're
Yes, it is you.
fucking dead.
You coming?
Holy!
You go down!
Heard them mention more activity at the park. Only one place that could be. A few blocks over next to Weaver Tower. Opposite side of the Atrium nightclub.
Secret? Do we have time for a secret? We do.
They're not even trying to hide.
Oh, those are cops. Fuck. Just murdered the shit out of a cop.
No more hiding.
Okay, fine. Just miss for no reason. Gimme. Yep. Please, please, please. Yes. Oh, that was close.
We better go to the auto repair and check on Max. Hopefully that was a sack of lies, and we'll find him hunkered down where he was before.
Yeah, that's enough masquerade bridges for one fucking night. Jesus.
Damn, that's a sweet piece of ass.
Left, then
Use you.
right, then another left.
Fucking manners. Actually, anyone? One's within view, so maybe I can just do that. Hey, I'll take it.
Taking the shot.
should be down here.
Here we are then. Max sure knows how to get it.
Everyone at full alert. Got that?
Oh, fuck. Okay, that guy has 2 SMGs, that might be a problem. Nope. Wrong target.
Come out, you piece of shit!
Everyone at full alert. Got that?
There we go. Now it's not so much of a problem. Just need something to throw. Just do this.
Hey! You're gonna find...
Guess what, guys?
Nice try, jackass!
Why does every fucking anarch in the city love breaking the masquerade? People are worse than shovelheads. Jesus. We collected the... Here we have.
Hey, look, we can work this out. Fire. Fuck. I thought you were one of those anarchs.
It's kind of pathetic that you couldn't handle this by yourself. Or at least, like, have some backup plan, because this was pretty predictable. You sired the previous sheriff. There's a bunch of anarchs he was hunting down. They might come after you, you know?
Be at ease. They are dealt with.
Well, thanks. There were more of them. I guess they got bored. Reckon they want payment for what Benny did. I can't blame them. My child, my fuck-up. Now the Thin Bloods are out for revenge.
I seem to have dealt with the troublemakers. For now. I will leave you.
Wait, please. Look, I don't know what to do. This... It will keep happening. I can't just hide.
I'm gonna send him to Silky, because I am trying to get a position higher than Sheriff in the Camarilla. Wink wink. So I benefit from having more loyal people. Since this guy kinda likes me, I'm planning to get Silky to like me too. So there you go.
Max, you are not the only kindred in this city. There are those of your blood you can appeal to. Silky, for example, at the Dutchman. He has the fists of the Bruja and the ear of the court.
I've never really felt like I fit in. Maybe you're right. It's not like I have any place else to go.
We cannot linger. There has been enough noise here to draw mortals.
Thanks, Fire. I'll see you around.
I also love how our elder saw a poster right as they woke
We should
up
get back to the hole in the wall. Let Katsumi know the job is done.
for a party
Should be enough to bury the
called
hatchet.
Fire,
As
written
for
wrong,
Max, well,
and decided
learn.
that's my name now.
Realize
And now
not a...
they basically sound like they're a stripper. Or a porn star or something. Right. To me. There's a secret. I gotta go back. Secret. 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 There's another one? I love how we're about to go back to the Anarchs, and basically what we're doing along the way is removing a bunch of their graffiti that they're basically using to tag the city as their own. I don't know, kind of tickles me.
You found them, huh?
You have fewer problems to worry about tonight. Well done.
I told you. All I'm trying to do is keep my people safe.
We have kept your people safe. For now.
You want to shoot the shit, or we done here?
I'm not gonna mention Max. I don't want her pulling strings to get him to join the Anarchs.
What's your opinion of the new prince?
You really want to know? Or are you intel gathering for the court?
I'm intel gathering for the court, but I'm not gonna tell you I'm intel gathering for the court.
You are a leader in the city, and I think your counsel is valuable.
Not sure how valuable it is, but at least you're thinking. You really want my opinion? We could do a lot worse than Rion. Things around here ain't great for thin bloods. I reckon she could make them better if we give her half a chance. Not everyone sees it the same way. I'm fighting a lot of pressure from the Anarchs to take her out. But fortunately, she's got a kindred no one wants to fuck with on her side.
What do you get from standing with the Thin Bloods?
What do I get? Well, I get the constant stress of leading folks I don't want to lead, saving folks no one else will save. And I even got a cute makeover for my trouble.
How did you get that scar?
My old buddy Campbell did it the day he pretended to throw me out the court. Asshole. I mean, I get it. We all do shitty things for the optics. See, me and Campbell had a deal. I don't like to see people torn apart for no reason. He was smart enough to see that Thin Bloods ain't going away. Wanted control, and maybe access to alchemy. Made a big show of throwing me out of the court, so Thin Bloods would listen to me. My scar was him sealing the deal. Branding me, just like the other trash.
I mean, good move, securing, like, loyalty of a prince. I don't know, a scar on your face is kind of a hefty price to pay. Really hard to, like, do your day-to-day stuff with that. But, like, if it affords you power, you use it.
I will let you get back to your night.
Don't be a stranger, hon. I don't mind having someone like you around to keep me on my toes.
Hey.
She likes you. And that's no small thing toward a Cammy. And make no mistake, as long as you're sheriff, you are a Cammy.
Expect that to be the case. Alright, let's do the delivery mission.
Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Secret. Okay, this might be good.
You look incredible.
Oh, fuck's sake.
All of a sudden, I'm glad I'm out tonight.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah, so I mentioned this in the last stream, but fun fact about this game, and something that tells you that they were sort of looking out for the details on the game, and this started with passion, but, you know, got fucked up in development. The clothes you wear and how your character looks affects what kinds of reactions you can incite on the populace. So if you see someone who's slightly nervous, usually you'd be able to talk with them and make them even more afraid, so you can then feed on them and get that, you know, resource. But because my character is dressed in attire that makes her somewhat attractive, people who are nervous are calmed down when I address them. So I have a hard time inciting fear in people. Where is the... Somewhere there. Kind of scuffed parkour there, but hey. This straight? That's dead end. Maybe on the other side of the building now. Hello. Secret. Keep secret. Go. If I recall correctly, oh yeah, we already got that one. There's some, it's one of the funniest collectibles. There's a, so that mission where you're supposed to get all the Anarch graffiti cleaned up, there is a, an Anarch tag on the Weaver Tower. For context, the Weaver Tower in this city is where the Prince does business. So Anarchs managed to get that fucking close. Which should tell you something.
This is for you. What? Oh. Let's hope the old woman can do what she promised.
Okay. So I have enough, I think, yeah. Let's learn a La Sombra power before we call it a night. And by call it a night, I don't mean in the stream. I mean go on a quick break so I can go to the bathroom, eat something. And then do the Fabian section. So, I need to go here. So once we get this La Sombra power, we should have a much easier time getting other powers that require terrifying humans we feed on. Nope. No thanks. I don't feel like fighting. Me casually avoiding my duty like any sheriff would, of course.
Jesus Christ!
Too slow.
Hey, can you fly?
You got nothing.
Let's see. Ah, fuck. I was gonna do a whip. Fuck you then.
Looks like I'm not getting rid of you anytime soon, am I?
Fuck no, you're not. Hey.
I am told you can help me regain my forgotten powers.
I wouldn't do this for just anyone, you know.
Right, give me that blood.
Let me tell you how this is gonna go. I've made up a vial of my blood. You're gonna drink it. The La Sombra blood will kickstart your memories and restore some of the tricks you've so carelessly forgotten. And you won't tell anyone about this. Understood?
What's your tone, lady?
Can't believe you just forgot this shit. Getting senile, Elder.
That's a very,
Pleasure as
very
always
easy
on that.
way to get your spine ripped out of your... Well, using nice language. Because using the actual language... Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna rip your spine out of your asshole. Fuck you. Eat my shit. Alright. So, let's go to the Haven. So now what we can do is... We still have to be careful with it, because, you know, it's still a masquerade breach to feed in public. But we can now target civilians,
Now.
do this, and we get an instant feed. That gives us melancholic. That's gonna make farming that resource much, much easier. It's not even farming, it's basically I need to feed, okay, use this power first. We can even use it, for example, if we anger someone or seduce someone, we can use this power on them to change what their blood type is going to be when we feed it on them.
Dump.
It's a bit riskier because they see you casting it, which counts as a masquerade breach. But if you manage it correctly, you can actually get away with, you know, having the same advantages that pissing off someone you want to feed on carries. Fucking god, that frame rate every time a new area loads. Beautiful. Collect. I think we did. Or is it somewhere else? Maybe. There's a cross here that we want. Okay, I guess we got it. Probably, maybe. Right, nothing suspicious about us bunkering down in a former crime scene. Sure, no one will give a shit. Okay, so we're going to go on a quick break now. Between 15 minutes, half an hour of break, and then we will return with Fabian's half of this night's tasks. And after that, we will probably end the stream, depending on how long it takes us. Either way, I hope you're enjoying so far. I'll see you very, very soon. Okay? Stick around. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. I ate something, I went to the bathroom, got myself a refill on my drink, so we're good. Here. Right. So now we're going into the more Bloodlines 1 feeling part of the game. I really like both of the versions of characters we get to play, but I gotta say Fabian is like he's likable enough that I would like to play him in a more open environment. That said, you know, the story wants to say what it wants to say, so let's have a chat with Fabian and then enter that part of the game.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated. Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence. Social lubrication.
I mean, no point in lying to the guy who lives inside our head.
Carefully laid words gain more than bluster.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Right, let's start top to bottom.
Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
Lou Graham is distracted. Ill, perhaps?
Agreed. There's something there right enough. Although I've no notion as to what. But this does put meat on the bones of a mighty mystery. Why did Her Highness take a step back? I never did understand it. A prince giving power away? The rarest of things. Maybe this is the cause.
Right, so this is interesting, because what the game is doing is, for a V20 player, this already rings some alarm bells, right? Not that most V20 players will give this game a chance. I think they should, because the game does have quite a few good things about it, despite all the bad that comes with. But it is a good game. So for a V20 player, what this is doing for Lou Graham is introducing a weakness that we just learned about that other people only suspect. It's not widely known information that we gather. For a V5 player who is informed about the V5 lore, they're hinting at the beckoning. Which, you know anything about the beckoning, alarm bells should be popping in your head right now.
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
So either she's really, really good at acting naive, or she is naive. But our character, we are role-playing her, this character not really having an interest in Sophia romantically. They won't have an interest in anyone romantically. If they do romances, it's for personal gain. So I'm saying we either feel she masks something, or we criticize how human she is. Usually this is the option I pick, because I'm Savat coded. Fuck. I think vampires shouldn't have all that many mortal attachments. If they can get rid of those and cope with their own instincts, come to terms with what they are, that's growth, that's not lost. That said, yeah. So I'm... Tony, what the hell? I think we're going to go with the suspicion. But we're still going to play the long game with Sophia. We're still gonna try and string her along and use her when we can.
There is something in this which disturbs me. The ghoul, Piotr. What was he to her?
There's two ways to read this riddle. Either she truly liked him, or he knew something she didn't want to lose. Not that it'd surprise me, given the tales I've heard of Tremere. I wonder which it is.
Well, Tony, what I mean is, romance for personal gain is not a thing. It's manipulation for personal gain. You can't really have romance if you're that selfish, honestly. But I get it. I get what you mean. Alright, let's get some info on Katsumi, the Anarch.
I now know more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
Sure, you can call it that, Tony. Alright. I don't think Katsumi and the court are the same, but I also don't think Katsumi has as much potential as this insinuates. Unfortunately, we don't have a third option here. I wish we did.
I have met others like her in the past, capable of greatness should they desire it.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
that,
if the court
that
was
I
looking
agree
to
with.
wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
That I agree with, but that's pretty much a universal case with most vampires, other than, you know, brain-dead shovelheads.
It is good to discuss these things, but it is time to rest.
Time for slumber then. Let's see what the new night brings.
Alright. Time for the Fabian portion of the night. Fucking hell, it's bright.
Oh. Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
Definitely that's Malkavian bullshit. And I don't know if it's Malkavian bullshit because Fabian's crazy and someone's using a power on him and this is how he sees it. Or this is an actual Malkavian power someone is using on Fabian. Or rather us. And it ends up affecting Fabian as well.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night, and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me, and no one seems to care.
Fucking hell, Damien. Maybe don't use the office as your haven. Shit. Someone walking in on you right before you wake up. Can you imagine how fucking bad that is? Ugh. Thank fuck she's dim.
Oh, let me guess. You're a sleeper agent planted deep within a Far Eastern drugs cartel, but a shaman broke your illusion and now you're on the run. Or you double parked on Pike Street and a gang of antsy farmers threatened you with healthy, nutritious produce.
What? No, nothing like that.
Just give me the facts, Miss,
Verona. It's just, I'm going through my purse, and I find a goddamn death threat and this freaky looking sword thing.
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Hey. So, she got one of the crosses.
Now this was familiar.
And a death threat. Okay, so it's time for my favorite Fabian mechanic. So I'm going to use Spirit's Touch on this note. And I love how they do Spirit's Touch in this game, because last time we used it on a corpse. and we saw the person alive talking to us as the way we experience spirits such. Now let's see what happens if we use it on an object, and I fucking adore this because it's quirky as hell.
Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
So yes, we're questioning the object now. Nice lettering.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course.
Also, props to the voice actor for Fabian. Fabian is not just likable, but the voice actor carries the fuck out of the character and like the charm of this mechanic. Because I probably wouldn't like this if it was done with another voice actor. Fabian's voice actor does the voice acting for everything he spirit touches. I guess you'd say that like that. Yeah. He does the voice acting for all the objects he interrogates this way. Just not the people, like the bodies. So, props to the fucking voice actor because, my god, that is very, very fun. It's very, like, shows talent, I'd say.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, Loquacious Letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now listen, I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh, so Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The Rebar Killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona?
I mean, I'll say that
Stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
So the way I look at it, if the game managed to do something well, it's worth praising, okay? And I think the Fabian sections, yes, they echo the Bloodlines vibe from the first game, in terms of like how you go about the dialogues and stuff. And I think they got enough of the quirkiness in there to capture a bit of the same charm. But honestly, like, I think it's worth praising the fact that Fabian's
You
like,
doing okay,
a
Ray?
pretty solid character.
So good, Fabio.
Give me a moment. There's something about your neck I need to check out.
A sip of sup is all for you, Fabio.
Tangy. Farewell.
See, Fabio.
Alright, so let's talk to this lady.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
Yeah, we can't have her leave the station.
Please, stay here. Make yourself comfortable. My colleagues might be a little unsanitary, but you can always trust a police officer. The trick, I find, is to figure out exactly how you can trust them. Trust them to take extended coffee breaks? Obviously. Trust them to lose paperwork? Naturally. Trust them to get irritated when you purloin their supply of paper clips to construct a vital scale model of a crime scene? Always. Anyway, you'll be safer here, within this magical circle of trust.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, Detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks?
Yes,
let me
actually,
think.
you do. Anyway.
There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Oh, let me be mean. Plus, I can be mean in this way because all I'm saying is he doesn't look anything like my wife. Right.
Seattle PD, full of drunks.
Let's check police records.
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Fucking god, Damien. You need help.
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
So someone tempered with police files that reeks of masquerade cover-up. Which makes sense because the rebar killings were murders that threatened the masquerade.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf War, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
Well, I suppose we've asked all we could about the Rebar killing, so let's get into some crackpot theories that Fabian has, because I love these.
Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery.
Bean Illuminati. Of course.
Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity.
Yes, listen to them.
At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. I'll see you later.
Oh, detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
Fabian, you got issued. Alright, but that gives us a bit of information. Useful information. Okay.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Miracle, I don't freeze to death.
Okay. I think there is a feeding target nearby. Might be good. Just to make sure we have all our abilities.
Hey, old buddy. I'd like to buzz your chill just a little.
The traveler's on the road, Detective. They'll be here soon.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
Always. Always. The ghosts don't want you joining them yet.
Ooh, you are always an inspiration. Always a pleasure, Guru. You keep it real.
The ghosts are watching and praying for you, my man.
Here's the thing. I understand that Fabian needs
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Sil.
Phlegmatic. I think that's how you say it, right? Yeah, phlegmatic. I understand he needs phlegmatic blood types to feed. Because that's what he craves the most. That said, I don't know if these people are phlegmatic because, you know, Damien or Fabian did this to them, or if he feeds on them because they're phlegmatic and it's just happenstance. I'd wager it's a bit of both.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the Rebar Killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
It would be really fucking funny if they did. Because, like, he sort of sounds the part, but... Honestly, I wish they'd cast Tommy Wiseau here. Because it would make this character way more funny. Because right now he's just sort of this Bruja meathead. And yeah, he's a stereotype. I prefer Silky when it comes to Bruja representation in this game.
Because we didn't catch him last time around. He cut his way through the court. We lost too many kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
I did not kill that thin blood. I did not kill him. Oh, hi, Mark.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend, you know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business.
For the night, or are you just going for the
this
walk?
Court orders, or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
So, Silky has a very strict code of ethics, it seems. Can try and read his mind.
I figured I needed my strength for other things. I didn't see the need.
Oh, I guess that's not an option then. Should be though. It's like, that's exactly the type of situation where mind reading would be useful. He knows, but he's not telling. Well, he doesn't need to tell. He just needs to think.
God, it itches like that.
That's right. Digital.
What is it with the frame rate? Jesus.
cold one, maybe. Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
Okay. This might be a good sign.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Alright. This might be our guy. Oh, okay. We're interrogating the pool table, it seems.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
This is with Fabian and like making every object either super charismatic or a very like sultry impression of a lady.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Oh, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel.
Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
And plastic. And the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. Which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Weston reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
A bit of projection. From what we've seen, Fabian isn't the fighting type. Alright, so we have a lead. Let's investigate the construction site. So that would be out here, I think. No, that's a Macon bar. There we go. Construction site.
Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I headed down to the old Western Recorp head.
That's fine.
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate.
Someone was really intensely watching this group of girls and slipped one of them a message. I'm not sensing any kindred bullshit on this one. Maybe kindred bullshit when it comes to, like...
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about.
Yeah, maybe some kindred bullshit in the sense of someone sent this guy to do something. But I'm not sensing that this guy were chasing down kindred. I'm guessing manipulated, or maybe a ghoul. Who live here probably just manipulated.
The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower.
Guess that answers my question. That's the evidence we needed. So a ghoul is interested in Verona, which means now this is kindred business. It is no longer.
So our stalker had a
just
picture of
personal.
Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
About his phone.
People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful.
That Schwarzenegger phone. So, is that what we're doing? Look.
Any pictures you want to show me?
What are you suggesting, detective?
Well, I don't know. Snaps taken by a miscreant?
All I have is a blurry image of a thumb. The wrong button was selected, perhaps?
Significant thumb?
It does still seem to be attached to a hand.
Given there's a national average of a bit less than 2, that does not narrow it down. How about emails? Anything in the email box?
You're not very confident on accessing my email box, are you, detective? It is the picture most like an envelope. Just to the left is a little snake.
Just tell me, please. I'm not made of fingers.
When you finally get there, one message in all capital letters for a special purchase to improve the life of a male. That is all.
Ooh, a natty coat? Maybe a new hat?
Something like that.
I did not need to know that. Okay, I guess being a ghoul doesn't fix your blood pressure. Let's say that.
Any text messages? That's what they're called, right? Or is it SMSs?
Once you have fumbled your way through the menus, there is one smez that has failed to send. It says pizza.
Pizza?
No, very definitely pizza. It is always possible that my owner is slightly less tech-savvy than you.
He does eat, though, so that tells us he's unlikely to be kindred.
Yeah. Any evidence is good evidence.
Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Haha! Leaving that aside, detectives, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
Guess David is a rebel.
Detective, I feel...
Guess we got a name. Also, what?
What's up?
Oh, hold me, detective.
Oh, it's running out of battery.
Oh,
The
dead.
fuck?
Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere.
Alright, so we got a name. This guy's name is David. We know he's a ghoul. Confirmed. Because, unless he's buying it, quote-unquote, pizza for someone else. I don't think. It's definitely eats, so that's not kindred. And we definitely know he's involved. Maybe being coerced into it? Since that message had a voice modifier very clearly, so I'm thinking maybe we're talking about not the ghoul of the person we're looking for, but the ghoul of someone who's being threatened by the person we're looking for. So it wouldn't make sense for someone to send a message like this to their own ghoul with a voice modifier. Well, I suppose if they know the ghoul isn't exactly tech savvy, they you know, mask their voice. In that case, I think they meet in person. Unless they're trying to hide. But now we have solid evidence that this is kindred business, so Silky will probably take us a bit more seriously.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop.
Only
Bracing
one
Verona
pawn
about
shop
it
we know.
directly was less likely to get results.
Let's go see Nico.
Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses. Junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
Let's just hand the ticket.
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Huh. Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
So she used a fake name.
Hope the Christmas trade picks up.
Have a good night, my friend.
Fake name to sell a locket. That tells us something. That tells us a few things, actually. But the main thing is Verona is hiding something. And Ravenna, I would guess, is not a random name. Let's see what she's hiding. Also, a lot of these problems could just be solved by mind reading, which is a power we have, but... yeah. It'd be cool if they had the time and, like, stable development cycle for this game to include more avenues of investigation for Fabian. Because detective archetypes are some of the best archetypes for vampires.
You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop.
sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
I mean, if she's trying to avoid something, we either pressure her with the seriousness, like the threat to her life that this poses, or we, absolve her of guilt, which is a common tactic in interrogation techniques like the Reed technique. Basically downplay the seriousness of the crime so it doesn't seem as bad, and that gives you a confession. That said, I think she's jumpy. She clearly came to the police despite having committed a crime of faking her name, sell something. I think she's afraid enough that this will work.
I'm trying to catch a killer here. Bear it in mind and throw me a bone.
So do you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge a rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected.
does.
It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that.
I think we have the case closed. She has a twin. She received a death threat, but we found no connections to kindred on her. We did, however, hear that the twin works at Atrium. If you recall, when we first started the game, we got an invitation to go to Atrium by a Toreador. Which means that lady works for a vampire. Which means the death threat is something that is most likely aimed at her, and not our victim here. So I think case closed.
I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona. As so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the Atrium before it's too late.
Right. Let's hope this this guess is right. So, I think we'll definitely head to the Atrium, but I see that there's
Benny wanted the
things
prince to know
here.
what was up,
Yeah.
so I'd have to face the man himself.
Because we spoke with the sheriff before, we were tasked with telling the prince about this.
I'll work up the courage to tell her how
In the interest of getting a bit of extra dialogue, let's do that. I really like how they handled a lot of the things with Fabian. I think Bloodlines 2 would have had, like, it would have been so much better if the production of the game didn't have the difficulties it did. Because you see a fuck ton of potential in the game. Right? You definitely do. Just they don't capitalize on it because I don't think they had a stable enough development cycle to capitalize on it. Not like they
I
don't do
never
some
did like
things
this
wrong.
place.
Obviously, they
Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
It's not like they don't do some things wrong. Obviously, some of the choices the game developers made here are not great. But I wouldn't say any of these mistakes that they made would have ruined the game had they had the proper development cycle and, you know, the resources they needed to finish the game.
Ah, Fabian. Well?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
Tell him Santiago is in town.
Santiago. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Santiago, a pair of St. James's swords, keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Joyce. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. I'll be off.
I see.
I gotta love the fucking Malkavian inevitability of saying the right warnings, but being so, like, not being taken seriously enough for people to actually listen to those warnings. Always seems to be kind of inevitable for Malkavians, doesn't it? See shit more clearly than everyone else, yet can't fucking warn them, can ya? No one takes you seriously. Court jester. Right. But if you know Edgar Allan Poe stories at all, you know that the court jester is capable of some.
There she is. I hope business is good, my dearest.
Why, if it isn't the most handsome of my clients?
Just a drop or two. It's been a long night.
A moment with a kindred soul is worth an hour with another.
Marigold, you are a perfect hostess. Keep safe, my dearest.
Go do your duty, brave defender of the city!
Again, I don't know if Fabian makes them crazy or if they're crazy to begin with.
Hey, I need to get in here. Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
Who's on the list?
If you need to ask that, you're definitely not on the list.
Fair enough.
Now, how about you see me as someone who's on the list?
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Alright, so he thinks we're politicians.
Thank you, citizen. Always good to know the public are behind me. Might I go in?
Of course. Enjoy your evening, Senator.
Oh, I intend to.
Well, I'm guessing the senator, if the senator shows up to the party, he's going to be very confused.
The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the resident.
I guess that's somewhere.
Detective, it is fascinating to see you here. Particularly as this is a private event, and I know you weren't on the list.
Do you know Ravenna? I think she's one of your, followers.
I have so many followers. Over 2 million when I last checked.
I just want to find Ravenna. Where it is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her, and not you.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
But we know she's a Toreador and she values her events. Let's pester her. Capitalize on that annoyance.
You know me, Miss Moore. I'm persistent. I'm not easy to shake. So your front step will have a Fabian vibe until I get to see her. I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin? I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
Didn't go as I expected, but hey. Task failed successfully.
What was this? Broken glass, not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff. Recent. And I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, mortal fear. Ravenna? Maybe. I should get on the trail. Too late.
Well, shit. Well, I guess we know what we do here. Sorry, miss.
I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure? Though it would be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because it makes conversing a lot easier. Let's see now.
So.
Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out.
He's a blood doll by trade. Not surprising.
Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now... cooling rapidly.
You're still warm, and the blood isn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he, though?
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
No scent. He's fucking quick. I don't think we're dealing with a hunter. We'd smell human sweat or something. Right?
You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. just like the others. A death for a kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours. So who were you really, Ravenna? Other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, detective. I'm mortal, sure. But I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me and Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the kindred direct? And how is he here now, 100 years after his first kills?
I don't know. But you'll catch it for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all. My sister will be happy, at least.
As happy as someone can be. The news of their dead twin. So, does not leave a scent, is really fast. It's gotta be a kindred, right?
Please
Even
do,
a glue.
Detective. My sister will be happy, at least. Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are 2 princes in this city, and you will give them both deference. For your sire's sake, and to ensure your own survival. Do you understand me?
I'm sorry, my prince. It won't happen again.
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
Always polite. That's how you keep your head
Good
as a
evening,
fledgling.
my other prince.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please, do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
She doesn't like us very much. I don't want to push our luck.
But you look uncomfortable, Detective. Have you somewhere else to be?
Never mind, never mind. I'm sorry.
I should circulate, like Miss Graham said.
Oh, what a shame. Do have a good evening, won't you?
Well then.
I needed to catch up with everyone before I faced the music.
Dug ourselves into pit, didn't we? Alright, who should we talk to first? Let's do Fletcher.
Well, well, if it isn't our very own investigator. I suppose they'd call you a dick, but you're hardly private. Am I right?
Politeness, we're young, we shouldn't be stupid.
Hello there, Mr. Fletcher.
I hope you haven't eaten. There'll be some rather keen party favors along shortly. Excellent vintage.
This is quite the shindig. Very intimate.
Our royals wanted to keep the guest list exclusive. The deserving and the delicious, as it were. Of course, sometimes we have to make exceptions. Soothsayers, sorcerers, and sleuths. They're useful, to be sure, but they lower the tone. Don't you agree? Oh, do forgive me. I completely forgot who I was talking to for a moment there. What must you think of me?
Let's...
How's business? I hear the chink of coins and the clink of bottles.
You know, Prohibition's been a boon, an absolute boon. Mortals crave nothing more than forbidden fruit. Rosalind and Lou take their cut, of course, but the coffers are swelling. It's hardly a chore to pay that tax. We have a few rivals to put down. Easily dealt with. People know we have capable hands at the wheel.
That is a lead we can pursue.
Capable hands? There's a history, then.
You must know it, Detective. You lived here before you died, after all. The fire, the city's death and rebirth. I admire someone who has the guts to take direct action, don't you? I'm sure Hector will fill you in. Every lawman should know their city. Just so long as you overlook any whiskey barrels you find in dark places.
Alright, so he just pretty openly admitted that the fire is the fault of one of the princes.
The sisters, the princes, they make quite the impression.
Oh, don't they just? Power, old sport, is a heady pheromone. It makes the delightful delectable and the harlot wholesome. It's a good look for the city. You can't buy charisma, nor even rent it for a night.
I'll see you later.
Enjoy yourself, old sport.
So, given the time, I know it's a bit of an awkward spot, but given the time, I think we're going to leave the game there, at least for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched all the way through, thanks for sticking with me. Nice to do this with some company. If you enjoyed watching this, please do subscribe both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you check in with this channel tomorrow, we will be having a continuation of our live game that we have weekly, where we play a Sabbat BTM game. Definitely join us then. Check out the links in the description for both the music that you hear on breaks and, you know, in the intro of that session I was describing. It's made by Mark, one of the people that joined us here in chat earlier today. Another link below will lead you to a book written by one of my players, Amalia, who just so happens to be my significant other. It is a Sabbat B5 book that allows you to play as that sect, and allows you to play as Sabbat-specific clans with variations on their disciplines. Allows you to play as elders, allows you to adopt at least framework for paths and such. So definitely check that out. And obviously, if you subscribe here on YouTube and you want to like catch up on those sessions, we have an entire backlog there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you either tomorrow or when I next stream the game. Have a good one. Good night.